It's time to finish this bad boy. So what we need is markers, more markers. Probably we're gonna use just a few of them. Maybe some black and grey markers, pencils, and maybe some fine liners, just in case. And all this will be filmed on gimbal. On my previous video, on my first video, I asked everybody how should we finish the roses, and Snow said light blue would be a good color, and I think I agree with him. I like that. Or she, I don't know, he or she. Let's say Snow, yeah, Snow. And I think I'm not gonna touch the cat. I'll try my best not to touch it, because sometimes I get carried on and I go overboard with it, but I think this time I'll try to keep myself out of it from touching the cat. I'm gonna leave it white and hopefully it's gonna stay white. So white blue, I think it's a good color because, and he or she believes it's a good color. I think it's because I usually go for hot and cold colors. So one color is like really hot, which this time is the red one, and the blue would really nice benefit from it. So what I reckon I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use Snow's idea about the blue, and I reckon I'm gonna pop some green in the leaves. So we have all in color except the cat, so the cat will nicely stand out as well, and I think it's a good plan to go. I reckon we're gonna go for really light blue and maybe darker inner corners, and probably darkish green on the leaves with some like maybe light-ish few of them, but mainly a bit darker colors than I usually would go. And all that just to make it like a frame for the cat to stand out a bit more, and the roses will become as a secondary object, not the main one, because the cat is the main one. You need to make sure that everybody sees that except of those roses, and then they notice the cat. So the cat needs to be noticed first, and then the roses, and then the red, and then anything else. The only thing what worries me now is I don't know which marker I've used a lot, and so what worries me is it's quite a big area to color, and as I like to do, I like to cover the whole area in blue. So it would be from here all the way there, blue, and then I'll take probably a pencil or something like that just to get inner corners a little bit darker. So it's all that area and all that area. And what always freaks me out is the ability for the markers to do all that job, because I've been there before where I get halfway and the marker's running out, and then I need to figure out how to carry on or how to get a new marker and shade in a way where it would look like it's done with one marker. So when I was doing the red one here, I was exactly in the same position. I was hoping the marker will last me through the whole thing, and it would be just annoying if I get halfway down there and let's say it finishes here and then the marker's just dying here. It would be a struggle, and I would need to go probably with a darker tone the whole thing again to try get like one tone. So what we need to find is a marker what is capable of doing this and doing that and make it look even as the red is, just one tone all the way through. Found these markers. I like that color, but it looks like it's still darker than I wanted to go in first place. Just tried it and it's kinda okay. It's not as light as I wanted to go, but same time it's not as dark as I wouldn't like to go. So I think we're gonna survive with this one. And I just noticed where the blue would be here. Literally I have all the greens here as well, so probably this is gonna be the whole palette what we're gonna use today. I'm gonna jump on this to use in a different gradations down here, and yeah, I think it's perfect. It worked out really nice. But now I'm gonna get all the rows in one color blue, then I'll grab a marker or a pen or pencil or something, I don't know what I'm gonna find. Get all the middle corners. It needs some depth where you can see it bends in the middle, and all the outsides will be lighter, all the inside, like these areas, will be darker, and the middle darker from them all. And once the green is there, once all the blue is there, the darker blue, then I'll see how dark I need the leaves, get the leaves done, and then we'll see overall how it all looks, and maybe we need to add or change a little bit, but that's the start from now. So what I did was I marked the outside lines, which makes me safe because I can't go over the line. So now I can take my flat outside and I can color it really fast and evenly, and there's less chance I'll go over the sides. You know what I mean? It's little trick, little tool not to go overboard. You mark yourself an area. Same we do when I tattoo. So what I do is, even if imagine this would be a tribal, or this would be something where you outline it first and then you color inside in one flat color, or just when you know the outside is the same color as the inside, or you do black and the whole inside will be in one color. Exactly, we do in studio, we use the same color of what's gonna be in the middle. We bolden this up, then you take 15 mag, or I don't know, 13 mag or something like that, any packing needle, and then we just pack in. And imagine if you pack in like that, so you just can't go over, and you always end up with really nice clean edge. But if you would try to do the magnum really close, there's a big chance you go over, and that is a mistake, and that's not good. So same I do with the markers, I bold up the area, and yeah, there you just go. The good thing about these markers is you can go over 500 times, 50, 100 times, and we're always going to be in one and the same color. So I can do like here, I can do like multiple layers over layer after layer, and it will still be in the same color, which is really nice. So you get really clean effect, and it's not smooth, it's not squeaky, it's not like, it doesn't look like those child drawings when you draw and you get all these marks. It's just, it doesn't look clean, but this is nice. And these markers allow you to do that. Pro marker, I'll probably gonna put link in description so you can find them yourselves, and highly suggest to get these if you wanna literally be on like next level of drawing, and even if you wanna push your tattoo style to the next level, and even if you provide drawings like this, people will be well impressed and they will book in with you straight away. But if you shove them like you draw squeaky designs, and then you tell them that when you're gonna tattoo, you're gonna do amazing job, they're just not gonna believe you, because they can see what you can do on a paper, and if you can't do that on a paper, they don't expect you to do that on the skin. You know what I mean? So on the paper, it's like a social approval. Once you can show them you can do on a paper exactly what you are going to do on his or her skin, they will be more than happy to allow you to do it. But if you show them that you draw like this, that quick and that squeaky, and then you show them like, oh, when I'll tattoo you, then I'll do this and I'll do that, they can see what you've done already. So that's exactly what they expect you to do on them. You know what I mean? And just show them that you can draw on a paper like crazy good. So when it comes to the skin, then they expect like full trust in you, and you can do whatever you want, and you will make your life way easier than it is. So yeah, see, they're just nice and even. You can't see any marks, and that's exactly what you need. So yeah, that's what I do. I color in the borders like that. Get this out. Of course, something had to fall. Yeah, and once you do the borders, it's way easier for you to color and not to go over, and then you can make a cleaner design. That's all I wanted to say. Actually, it doesn't look that bad, because I was thinking like to have a little bit lighter roses, but actually that does look quite good, because now the only thing what's left with the white is this little kitty. And what was the names? Jinx and Maya? I think it was the names you suggested. I like Jinx and I like May. I like both of them. I think that would be either male or female's name. I don't know. I think she's a female because there's a nipple, so she would be probably Maya, and she wouldn't be Jinx. But back to art, I reckon. I said I'm gonna do blue with the marker and then blue with the pencil, but I think what I'm gonna do is, while I'm still on the markers, I'm gonna jump on the markers, gonna do all the greens now. And after the green, then we'll see how it looks then, and then we'll see what else we need to do to make it look better. But so far really nice. That works as a nice frame, cold and hot color. We got all the little details, and the cat just screams right in the middle, and when you look at it at first, and then like, oh, there's the roses, oh, there's the red color, and oh, there's a bunch of little leaves in that. So I like it. It looks so far so good, and yeah, let's jump on the leaves and then we'll see how that looks like. I'll probably do exactly like I did there. So some dark for darks, middle for middle, and then light green for light areas. But we'll see when we get there. Well, let's crack on with the blue, with the green. Now, spend some time. We need to find some decent blue or purple. We'll see what goes in here, in our inner sections, in the corners, to make it more bendy, so you can see that it goes inwards. So that's what we need to do now. And I just found the one. This one comes from VH Smith. You can see here, I already tried a little bit to see how it works, and it works as pretty much as I wanted. I wish it would blend a little bit smoother, but you can't get the whole package in one, innit? It just doesn't work in this life. So this pen, and we'll get all the intersections done. We'll see how it looks like. If we need to make shade anymore, we'll shade anymore. If not, then we'll see. I don't think you could see in any other videos I've made the difference between when you don't have any shading and when you do have a shading. because sometimes when I say, oh, let's add some shading, blah blah blah, and then I do it, you already forgot how it looks like without the shading. But now you can see exactly what it means when you have a little fraction shading, a little bit here, a little bit there, and then when you do inner corners, what the difference it makes when it's just flat. Like before, I thought this looks cool, I liked it, but this doesn't look anything close to what little bit pencil does. Some little tricks, and this is like, it's a blue rose, but the pencil I've used is like a blue purple-ish. It's not just blue and it's not just purple, it's somewhere in between, and it makes a nice blue cold color. But yeah, the difference is amazing. So that's exactly what we're gonna do with this one. We're gonna go exactly the same way. We're gonna do inner corners, so separate the inside from outside, and it's gonna make this cat look way better, because now, I don't know how to put that in words, but you'll see, it'll look way better. Like, making good rows, it'll make the cat look better, because the cat is the main character we have now, and we have to do all what it takes to make this good. And I'm thinking maybe I'm gonna turn these white lines into some really light blue, and I think I have the markers for that. Like, that's the job they could do. I wasn't trusting to do all the big areas, and so I was panicking so the marker doesn't run out in the big areas, but because these are quite small thin lines, I can do them. And so what I'm saying is, I want to make sure only the cat stays white, and in some sort of way I'm maybe considering to do all this in different colors as well, just to bring out the cat out. But I don't know if I would have a marker what could last all that, and for that reasons I reckon I'm not gonna do. But we're gonna probably get all this little white lines a little bit darker than the cat is, so the cat's the white one, cat's the lightest one from them all, and it should stand out way better, because now this is exactly the same color as his tail, as his toes, as his hand, leg, whatever that is, and it should make a lot of difference. Maybe a small one, but it will make a difference. So let's do the road. I'm gonna take this one, touch plate marker 67. I don't know, some of you guys are like crazy on numbers and that, you know your stuff, but I have no clue. I just judge by the tone. So we're gonna add this light blue into these lines, because I've told you this before in many of my own videos, where you can't have two same color tones next to each other. Yeah, for that reason I did shading, like, let's say from inside here, yeah, you have dark, light, you get dark, light, dark, light, dark, light. There isn't two tones next to each other, yeah, same one, same as dark here, gets lighter, gets dark, gets lighter, and so on, so on. So for that reason, we're gonna do just a little touch of lighter blue, just to separate some stuff. And from that moment on, you already see the tail goes over, and it makes a lot more difference. I'm hoping this marker will last. I don't know how many times I've used it, how good and reliable it is, but fingers crossed, fingers crossed. And hoping when it dries, it'll be a fraction lighter than that color, and I can see it's already a little bit lighter, so it does its job. Because when you put the marker first, they are darker because they're still wet, but once the liquid dries, it should get a fraction lighter. Maybe I should go for lighter than this, but I already started, so there's no going back. We just need to carry on, get this below. That's markers and pencils and stuff like that. It is like, it's your tools, you know. You gotta make sure you have the best tools. You have the best, you have the right tools for the stuff you wanna do. Let's say that. For example, if you got some kind of extremely cheap markers, what you bought on, I don't know, a local shop, they won't be able to give you that. I'm telling you, no. I went through like loads of markers, thinking that maybe I can make it happen. I can, you know. You believe, like, you hope when you see markers. You just hope he's gonna do the job you need him to do, but it's not gonna work, you know. When I bought these markers, I didn't know how good they are, but I knew they decent. But when I tried them, and like you can see now, it does look like I printed this out on iPad. At least it looks to me like it looks more like a digital drawing rather than something I did by the hand, and that's what I'm aiming for, and that's why I'm sticking to these markers. And whatever I use daily, I'm literally gonna put link in description, and you're gonna see a big list of stuff I use daily, and it's worth it, you know. It's something you wanna get for yourself. Like I said before, these drawings are something what people judge you. Yeah, so they judge if you're good or not based on these designs, what you put online, you put on YouTube, you put on Instagram, you put on Pinterest and stuff like that. People judge you, and they make decisions based on that. Do they want to book in with you, or do they don't want to book in with you? Or maybe they want to go to somebody else who can draw better. Like, you can promise them it's gonna look amazing. You can powder sugar it, but this is what they make decisions of. And it's the same reason you're watching this video, you're looking at this video, because this approves what skill I have, what abilities I have, what tricks I have, what knowledge I have, how clean I draw. Like, this shows you. You know, if I show you my face and I tell you a long story how good I am, you can't really judge that. But this is what makes you judge about me. And my tools, whatever I just used, is what created that, you know. And if I have a bad tools, bad markers, bad fine liners, you know what I mean, like half dry ones, not sketchy, and you wouldn't watch this video. You wouldn't be impressed. You wouldn't be you would just skip to somewhere else, and you wouldn't pay attention to me. The same goes with your tattoo machines. When I first started, I went to like coil machines, didn't like them. I bought some rotary ones, some cheap ones, and then more expensive, and so I upgraded my tools higher and higher. But what I really should do, go for the most expensive one first, because that machine can deliver me the stuff the best. And so goes with the markers. You have to go just from here to the best, and these in betweens, it's gonna make it messy, it's gonna put you off, you're gonna hate yourself, you think you can't draw, you can't do this, and you can't do, you're gonna blame yourself. But the markers are, or the tools you use, are not delivering what you're capable of. And same goes with the tattoo machines. You can have some cheap ones, and you can be the master of tattoo artist, but if you got machine what can't pack a line in, or you can't do the shading as it's supposed to do, you're gonna be struggling. Or you can give the best machine to the apprentice, and he will be able to pull the best lines that he never did, because the machine is capable of delivering that kind of job. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. Yeah, put yourself in position where you buy good stuff, you create good designs, you show off, you stand out, you learn new skills, and the skill is your pay, your money. So the higher you get your skill, the higher wages you get, the more you can afford in your life, the more tools you can buy. You know what I mean? You know where it gets to, but what you need is a good skill, good tools, a good knowledge, and just good stuff. Big thank you for watching. I'm amazed about your comments there on my previous video. I'm like blushing this side. You can't see my face, but I'm like dead red, and I'm just really amazed how I can help somebody and improve somebody. I'm hoping that I am doing that, and I just really appreciate you guys, all the likes and all the comments you put in, and I don't know if somebody shared one of my videos. I'm saying big massive thank you guys. It's just amazing how the community slowly grows, and it's just wonderful. I love it. Thank you very much, guys. That's all I wanted to say. I'm really appreciating your support. I'm well happy. I'm really appreciating. Right, guys, if you got any more suggestions, like I said, drop in the comments. Maybe you got some videos you want to see, or maybe a subject, or maybe a style, because I can draw quite a lot of styles. I can jump from realism to this to that to that to that. If there's like something what's not neo-traditional, just let me know. I'll make a new video, and yeah, let's learn together. By teaching you, there's stuff I learned myself, and now I know the big red background works really nice. I never tried that before, so teaching you, I'm teaching myself. So a big massive thank you guys, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care.